you think that the marketing is. I prefer the session to be more interactive. Please do speak in case you have anything to say, so that I know that you are understanding and you are enjoying this session. So any one of you know the term what marketing is all about? Maybe you can type in chat in case you don't feel like talking. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll try to give you a basic concept. Marketing is a concept that is very, very different from sales. A lot of people are confused that, okay, this is sales, this is marketing, or I mean, some of them think that this is the same concept. So marketing is a concept which basically tries to do the job so that a sales can be made. So marketing team, they try to reach out to customers, send them email campaigns or SMS or target messages and all that. So they try to lay the foundation work so that the customers are attracted and aware to a certain extent about the product and services what a company has to offer, and they are a potential prospect for the company, so that the company also knows that yes, there is a business which is required, there is a business which can be done, and then they reach out to them. So that's all about it. What I consider that when you do marketing, it is very, very important, and that's how the whole of personalization concept come into the picture, that we offer something while reaching out to the customer which is very, very dear to the customer, that the preferences, that okay, this particular customer is a new software IT engineer and is busy throughout the day, most of the time, gets some time late in the night when he tries to access some of the emails and things what he has to consider personally, and he try to access some of the shopping thing what he need to buy and all that. So that will more appropriate vis-a-vis somebody like a school teacher who gets free during the day and is available say between 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. some of the time, where access personal stuff on the email what they are accessing, and at that particular point of time they are more comfortable. So targeting a person at that particular moment is very, very important when they are actually need the service or looking out for the service. And this is what personalization, this particular need of the customer, personalization try to consider. So crafting a personalized experience, what how I have termed it, is basically it's not only about increasing engagement, that the number of times you are talking to the customer early in the morning, calling them or sending them SMS, sending an email and all that. And it is more about building trust and showing empathy. It's more about knowing that what is expected from the customer at this point of time. So I think Peter has given a little bit of background about myself. I will try to just share very briefly that I love to engage with people all around. I have been in the industry for about 15-20 years, and I'm currently leading Salesforce engagement, marketing cloud engagement for my clients. I live in Navi Mumbai. I'm married and I have two handsome kids, Tanav and Rishabh. I have also taken marketing cloud administration and accredited professional certification, marketing cloud personalization certification, very recently in 2022-23, and currently working over it. So we discussed the concept of marketing, which is helping sales and laying the foundation of for a sale to happen, leading the direction. Now we'll touch the topic of empathy, that what empathy is all about. So when we say that reaching the customer at a particular point, the idea is that there is lot of way we see the customer, like somebody who's trying to reach out to the customer, exploring in the Excel sheets or Google sheets. What they try to do, they try to find out that yes, I mean, there is a customer name, email address, phone number is there. They make a call or send an email and start saying that, hey, this is the product, this is a service. You will be interested. It's a very good offer and exciting offer. What they're not aware of is what the customer is going through. There is lot at the bottom which customer is going through at that particular moment. For example, customer might be suffering from some of loss of a dear one in the family, or something like a trauma which they are going on. They are in pain, which is something going on. They are struggling with some other situations. There can be certain regrets, there can be certain thought process which is going on, and that element is completely missing or was completely missing from marketing in most part of the world, and companies are now trying to find out. They call it as empathy. I will just elaborate a concept of empathy, but I'll take a pause and ask, is does someone has any question at this point of time in terms of, or would anyone would like to express their interest, how they understand what empathy is all about? uh, if anyone want to speak up, or if anyone to put a chat for this, a chat message. Okay, so the way we term it, empathy is basically, there is a difference between empathy and a sympathy, right? So what we feel is, when empathy is more connected, it's a moment where you try to build trust. When somebody needs help, say for example, somebody, you're on the road, walking down, and you see that somebody met with an accident. So sympathy is something which is like, you go ahead and you say that, hey, can I dial the ambulance for you, or the towing something for them. But empathy is much more personalized. Empathy is something where you step out of the car, park your car somewhere, you step out, you reach out to the person and say that, hey, I'm there with you, I know that you are alone. Maybe if I have certain tools in my car, would you like me to help you out? I know certain things, or I'm standing with you till some help comes by, just to give you strength. And making all efforts so that the person who needs help is comfortable. And you are also in a way ensuring that you are connecting at a human level to that person, so that the help is unconditional. The help is, there is no strings attached that you want to sell an insurance policy to that person, and that is the reason you're signing. It's a being genuine from the heart. That is what empathy is all about. Sympathy is something where you try to build a lot of things from different angle, from different point of view, and that is what it is. So when we talk about, building connected moments, there are a lot of things which are at the point of time which counts. So first of all is that the message in which you are communicating, that need to be right, that need to be in the way what customer anticipated. So you need to feel through the micro moments, just like, say, maybe you are in a, maybe you are at the airport, and you are just searching, carrying your boarding pass and traveling, and somebody says that, hey, are you looking to for the right, the gate number from which you want to board the flight? Are you struggling with the direction? You said yes. And then at that moment you say that, hey, your gate number, can I check your boarding pass, or can you let me know your the number? And then you try to have a connection, you try to make uh, speak with the person, connect at a human level. And the person says that, hey, you just need to walk one block on the right side, and that particular gate number is there. Don't worry, you still have time. Your boarding is still going on, or something like that. So that kind of assurance is very, very healthy. So connecting to a person at the right moment is something what makes sense, and that is what it is all about. While making the connection, the right content is also very, very important. So the way we put it is like, be relevant to the consumer's need in the moment, and connect them to the answers they need. You don't have to tell them that, okay, buy, while you're purchasing a health insurance, why don't you buy a life insurance also? You need to tell the benefits of health insurance, explain the policy, ask that why they need the policy, do the right. So that what the communication which needs to go out for through the marketing cloud, through the email channel, which is very, very important. And last but not the least, it needs to be at the right time. As I said, that you are struggling for the boarding pass at the airport, at that particular moment, you as a marketer, you need to find out the avenues when the customer is intended to buy in. So those small things which you try to collect from the website about the cookie information, that what the customer is navigating, what are the channels they are accessing, do they access it from a mobile device, or are they trying to access it from a from a desktop, or they are trying to access through any other means. So you need to find out, and marketing cloud gives you that avenue to track all those small things, to do that. And then if you are able to track that, what customer wants to buy, what kind of things they are searching and navigating, and going on. You need to have the right algorithms to find out, and that what Marketing Cloud allows you to set up, so that you are able to track that yes, this can be the genuine interest. And obviously the introduction of Einstein helps you in terms of passing on the right message, passing on the right product to the customer at the right time. And then obviously customer want to know, go and buy swiftly when they have the seamless experience, whether irrespective of they are accessing from a mobile device or they are accessing from some of the desktop or any other applications what they use. um, Anybody has a question, I'll take a pause, because this group is very very quiet, and I'm little worried if you are enjoying this session, or what exactly you need your questions are, so that I can solve.
Abhishek bro, still now there is no questions.
Okay, all right, so I'll take my pace. In case you feel that there are certain questions, please feel free to post a question and all that, so that we can be there.
Okay, sure, I will.
So I'll take one more scenario over here. Maybe if you would have installed, say for example, Marvel or Netflix or something like that. They are just like a collection of, they are streaming platforms. They have collection of lot of things for their audience and all that. So what happens that if you are trying to access any of these platforms, maybe you are interested in a superhero and you like to go and install Marvel and try to engage it. So what happens that the whenever you are trying to download something, and there is a history of some of the interactions or some of the videos what you have seen from YouTube and all that. So Marketing Cloud Personalization helps you to collect some of the information what you have, what audience has gone through, and they are able to use the algorithm to make the right recommendation. So for example, while using any kind of a platform like Netflix or Marvel or any other platform, once you are trying to download, if your screen comes with some of the right kind of content what you enjoy watching, bingo, you are the one. I mean, you really like the platform, you say that hey, I really like to be enjoy superheroes, so this is there. Maybe somebody will say that hey, I like action movies, and these kind of movies are there on the screen. And somebody will say that hey, I like more like a romantic movie or some kind of a cultural movie which is there, and that goes on the screen. So that what it makes the interaction more rapid and fast, and that's how it enjoys and creates a loyalty. The other example would be, maybe say you are visiting a movie theater, and at that particular moment what happens, like the moment you are in the movie theater and you comes out amid the movie, most of the time the probability is that you are looking for a popcorn or something to eat during the interval or close to the interval or whatever. At that particular moment, if you are getting a SMS or a push notification stating that hey, we are offering you some 10% discount or a free drink along with this particular thing, reach the stall number 12 or something like that, that just can be very very appealing, that can be very very helpful to a particular set of customers. They feel that yes, their need was to buy a drink or buy a popcorn or something like that, and they are getting in addition to free drink, so let's visit that particular counter number, buy it. And that also is a very very relevant message which passes on. um, I will try to summarize that what we learned so far. So one is like, we learned the concept of marketing, what marketing is all about. We understood the concept of empathy. We understood the concept of the right time at the right moment and the right content. So in a nutshell, personalization within the Marketing Cloud is prioritizing a message relevance over volume. That we don't want to throw a lot of content, lot of messages, lot of email to a particular set of customers or set of audience. um, we would like to activate the first party data to create highly personalized messages on each customer's preferred channel. So whether the customer was in a cinema theater and you believe that at this point of time, I mean, if you send a push notification on a mobile stating that okay, there is a discount, it is highly likely that they would like to engage with you. Reuse and refresh the journeys and the content. Marketers can use existing journey, but the freshers data all within the same UI. So it allows, the platform allows you to reuse and refresh the journeys what you have created. Maybe you have created a path, you curated a path for a cinema theater where somebody is visiting during the hour. That same path can be replicated at a particular, say if somebody is visiting a mall, and you understand that at what point of time they reach. So there will be set of customers who entered at a particular time and exited at a particular time. So they prefer to have maybe visit the snacks or that food court early during the day, or most of the customers as per the data try to prefer at a later part of the day. So you have a collection, maybe it could be time based, like say between 1 and 3, if somebody is there in the afternoon, they are more likely to visit the food court. Or maybe between say 7 and 9, if somebody is there, it is most likely that they would like to visit the food court at that particular time. You can reuse the journeys what you have created for that same cinema theater experience to tailor made it for the a mall visit, or maybe at any other situation, whatever it throws out to. And then the third, which is very very important point, is real time multi channel engagement. So the same journey what marketing cloud allows you, it allows you to recreate that experience on multiple channel, whether it's phone, whether it's email device, or any kind of a communication platform. You get the seamless experience just by doing simple and small things on the marketing cloud platform. Um, so I think we have learned empathy versus sympathy. We have learned about marketing integrity, complexities, and all that. But the platform does offer some kind of a I mean, a flow which allows what is most important for a Salesforce marketing cloud is that you are aware of the audience what you have. And what the way they term it audience is like customers who have purchased within the last 90 days. That's a standard definition. It can be a custom definition based on the company you are catering for. You can have audience somebody who is there for a year or so, maybe whatever. But typically Salesforce terms audience as I mean, somebody who's there for 90 days, or who may have purchased from it or may not have purchased from it, based on what kind of journey you want to put them in. What The other thing is, when you have an audience list, while crafting a personalized experience, you need to do some certain time optimizations. So Einstein does help with you. You can do it custom made also, but there are certain recommendations which you can turn on within the application, which helps you to optimize a lot of things within the marketing cloud. And for up to 7 days of delivery, message within the customer is most likely to engage. So for example, you are sending a message, you are sending an email content. So for next 7 days, it is possible that somebody has not looked into it, but within, you wait for 7 days and you see that okay, if there is a response, so maybe a group of set of audience have responded, but somebody have not responded. You put them in a path that okay, hey, we miss you, we met you at an event, or you opened this mail, or whatever way you engage with them. Get free shipping. We are offering you now a free shipping for a particular, in case you make a purchase within the Sunday. Again, you wait and you send the third message. You say that okay, maybe for a time, say for the next 3 days or 5 days, whatever period you put it, right? So the way you can customize it, there is a criteria. Every journey whatever starts, that exit at some point of time within the marketing cloud. And that's how you need to keep in mind that any journey where you are putting your customers at the moment, that need to end somewhere, and that journey can be recreated also at some point of time. We will talk little bit about integrity, because we are talking about a lot of things like taking customer data, which is very very sensitive information. We are also talking about doing marketing, that means reaching out and selling a product, which sometimes mean that we need to solicit through our mails in a way. And I mean, try to convince the customer, or try to inform the customer that yes, there is an offer, there is this scheme going on, which the customer might be interested, and you're trying to crack a sale. But we can do all these things, but there is a compliance which need to follow, and that is what integrity is all about. I would also like to take a pause and check in case somebody is interested, or somebody has any experience which they would like to share over the chat, or want to speak up about integrity. And in the meanwhile, John is pointing to the YouTube channel. Do log into that channel. It has some valuable information for most of us who are part of this community. Give me a thumbs up in case this session is making sense to you, or something, you are enjoying this session so far.
Abhishek bro, there is some questions in the chat.
Okay, let me see. I think I can you read out those questions?
Personalization, there is a question.
Okay, okay.
Personalization involves.
Hey, Karthik. Yeah, I got it. Hi, Karthik. I think you are talking about personalization involves AMP scripts, right, in SFMC, or Einstein AI replaces that AMP scripts functionality. Okay, got it. So, very good question, Karthik. So, AMP script is something which is helpful while dealing with, say, a situation like say you are sending a mail, right, and you want an automated name to pop up, maybe based on the customer product history, purchase history. You want to pop up certain recommendation to the person. So those are the small coding what you can do. Einstein AI is a new area where it offers a lot of recommendation and a journey part to the customer. So for example, if you want to design a journey, Einstein helps you to advise you that what can be, and obviously it requires a lot of enablement and all that. So AMP script is still there and very much part of the marketing cloud. And within marketing cloud, personalization itself, if time permits, I'll go ahead and show you the screen also of how it is at the moment, because I think today being a rescheduled session, we may not have all that time. So I'll try to cover a detailed demo sessions also on the marketing cloud instance. But yeah, AMP script is primarily help you to do a thing which is more like a email, sending a dynamic email or sending a dynamic message. However, the Einstein AI is primarily for a journey specific situation, whatever is there. What Imran saying, Sheikh is saying, I acquire a journey and now I need to run the same journey with a logic that those who have already read the message should not receive it again. How can we do that? We can cover this during the demo session in Imran. So I'll take this question because this will take time in terms of logging in and showing you how to achieve it. But yeah, there is a shorter way that you can use. It's not only AMP scripts, there are SSJS also. You can use within the marketing cloud some of the the standard functionality which is offered by the marketing cloud to achieve this. Coming back to integrity. So the way we put integrity is choosing your thought and action based on the values rather than the personal gains. So if you recollect my example of if you are walking on the road and somebody stuck, so rather than being connected and helping them out by thinking of a particular gain, you connect and try to help them as on a human level. So that is what integrity is all about, that you can offer your product, you can offer your services, but choosing the right thoughts and action based on the values, that what value are there, and most of these values are defined and clarified during some of the compliances what marketing cloud offers. So there is a I mean when we talk about consent management, that okay, we have to take a consent from the client in terms of that okay, I can send an email. So anything like whenever you go to a visit to a web page, you need to put that little tick mark in that small box stating that okay, you are not opting out for the email, or you can the company send you an email, can the company send you promotion, can the company reach out to you for any offer specific like that. So you put a check. So consent management is something which is a very very important feature, which is by design part of the marketing cloud. Personalization, that is an element which try to that is already part of the marketing cloud, and I'll show you today where you can find it. It helps you to offer more specific and personalized experience to the client by engaging them in the journey. It allows you to track the track the right things which are legal from the client. And there was a social studio element which is like getting because of these new compliances which are coming in from the most of the governments across the globe, they are trying to remove the social studio from the marketing cloud. so it won't be available from November onwards. And mobile push also offers you to track to deploy an entity called do not track. So if you create this entity do not track, that's a small entity which you can set up in your emails which you are going on through email studio or through mobile studio. If you are putting it up and customer is selecting a yes over there, they will not be bothered about what they are doing on the website. So in case you are visiting a website, and if the do not track attribute has during in that consent management has been set up and the customer has not opted out for it, so they are not, the companies are not authorized to track that. If you can see the screen right now, so you can see I was talking about these checkbox, that whenever you try to create an email, at the bottom of the email there is a consent section which is by the compliances what we talked about as part of the integrity. So you need to put it, for example, before proceeding, please read out the privacy policy which is there for marketing activities via email, newsletter, telephone. So can company reach out to you, to understand your preference through automated decision making and all that, can you check? So that is just one example. It can be set up in multiple ways, but this is what, as an example, I try to put it over there. Okay. Now, the other important part is segmenting the customer according to their preferences. They receive marketing communication. So, for example, in the beginning of the presentation, I talked about young engineers who are accessing any website or their email or any particular product late in the wee hours. So, the marketing cloud helps you to track these customers and put them in the right segment, put them in a particular filter, so that when a target when they are targeted with certain kind of promotions, that is at that particular moment when they really need it or when they're looking for that particular information. Marketing Cloud also helps you to anonymize or pseudonymize the data where possible to protect the individual privacy while still being able to use the data for a meaningful purpose. So rather than saying that, hey, this is Abhishek Tripathi who is accessing this, Marketing Cloud gives you the permission to say that maybe a male age group XYZ lives in the geographical area, maybe India, has is searching for it, and that is required as compliance in many countries. So that gives you the order, and that's how it helps you to maintain the integrity while reaching out to your customers for any kind of marketing promotion. Then the third one is data retention policy, which is very, very important. I would at this stage like to check, anyone knows about data retention? What do you think, what data retention is all about? And I think some of the chat window is saying that it would be helpful if I can demonstrate. Yes, we will definitely schedule a demonstration session where I'll walk you through the complete, small things which are part of it. If there are some, I think, number of liquids, which is the minimum criteria from the group which comes up. Implementing data retention policies. Anyone has an idea? I mean, what is data retention? Okay. So data retention is a part of Marketing Cloud, which is a very, very important concept. Within marketing, I mean, every company is authorized to maintain the data for a particular set of time. Currently, the guidelines has revised, and up to maximum 180 days is what the period what the government of India has allowed. That if the data is there, like you subscribe for a newsletter, so maximum for 180 days, customer Marketing Cloud keeps your data and try to send you promotions and marketing and all that, considering that you are an audience. In case there is a any change and you are not engaging with a particular customer for a long time, then your data need to be deleted because you are not part of any journey at that point of time. So the data retention policy governs the number of time or the period of time where a particular customer will be part of the data extensions or the lists what is created to reach out to customer for marketing activities. So it is there, and every company has a set of data retention policies. There are government guidelines. Based on those guidelines, some companies are very very firm and they try to implement the data retention policies. Some of the companies have a flexible policy over and above what government has proposed. They try to implement a policy which is more, which they have experienced works in their organization. We as a marketing cloud expert, we try to implement whatever customer has given us explicitly, that these policies need to be implemented or configured in addition to whatever based on their as a setup. These are some of the guidelines which are globally respected. So GDPR is one of them. What it does is like it try to ensure that whatever data we are collecting, it's lawful, it's fair and transparent. That means that we need to inform the customer that, hey, I'm collecting your data because I need to run my application more smoothly while you access them. I'm collecting this data because I want to target you for particular marketing promotion. I'm collecting this data because it helps me to know your preferences better and offer you the right product. So that means you need to be fair, transparent, and lawful while taking consent from the customer. That is part of the GDPR compliance, which is full form of it is General Data Protection Regulation, and it is respected all across the globe. It is the most stringent one. Then purpose and limitation, just what I just communicated, that the legitimate purpose why you want this data from the customer. Data minimization, we only need to collect the minimum amount of data. A, because I mean, we need to plan that, we need to communicate that why we are using this data, so our goal should be clear. And B, it helps us to keep the data keep the marketing cloud instance with less amount of data, so that it becomes more efficient and more agile, because of the storage limitations and all that, whatever it comes. And integrity and confidentiality is also important. The more data you have, the more you need to preserve it in terms of maintaining the strict regulations whatever comes with it. And also, the confidentiality of the data is also part of the company who maintains it. In case of a breach, it can be a very very harmful for the overall image of the company as well as the financials of the company. And also, whatever data is there, it needs to be accountable. So GDPR is one of the compliant. There are other compliances also which are part of it. In the health industries, there are additional compliance. In different industries, like there is a California, in the state of California, there is a different law. In India, there is a very new law which has come up so far, so which is also there. Generally, when we try to, where we set up all these compliance, so within Marketing Cloud, in Email Studio, we put the do not track attribute, as well as there are certain, the consent management section where we try to do all these things. There is a Social Studio where we try to utilize the respective cookies which are part of it, again in the mobile push or notifications. So we set it up in the Mobile Studio as part of the Marketing Cloud. Now, what is more important is like when we try to engage with the customer, there are two things which are very very important. One is like we need to connect with a customer at an emotional level. What is emotional level? We need to understand our state first, that why we are trying to make a connection with this customer. Falling back to the example of somebody you met on the road, so you need to understand yourself, that who you are you someone who is willing to help this person who is on the road, or you're looking for a short term opportunity, or it is just that a momentary, some kind of a trigger which happens in you, that hey, let's help them because I can click a selfie and I can post it that yes, I'm a very helpful nature. So basically, you need to understand yourself while reaching out to the customer, and that's how you create an emotional bonding. So you need to understand that how you are feeling first before trying to understand others as how they would be feeling. And that is the reason the empathy part of marketing message is very very important, that by what intent you are creating or generating that particular email campaign for the customer. um, Cognitive, which is more like in terms of how you are trying to analyze that what the situation is. You are trying to find out that what are the potential, situations where the customer might be, whether it's in the cinema hall watching a movie, or it's out looking for something to buy to eat, or it's like somebody is visiting in the mall and looking for some shopping, or is it like somebody is visiting just like in a shopping mall, maybe there is a, say, any jewelry store like say Kalyan Jewelers or somebody like that, and you have been their customers in the past, and they are able to track for some reason that okay, you visited, you just make an inquiry in a local store, right? So the moment you made an inquiry and you came out, maybe you are getting a message that next time you visit the store, you are getting some 5%, 10% off for a particular set of jewelry and all that. It makes sense. So cognitive is also part of empathy, which is part when you try to do a marketing message to someone, it becomes very very important. And then what action you take, right? So when you are empathetic, you try to reach out to the customer and try to just not say that, hey, I mean, uh, can I help, can I just call and offer you some help or something like that, but you are standing with a particular person who is on the road, or maybe if somebody is deep inside a hole and from the top you are not asking, hey, do you need a sandwich or something like that. You are going down to their level and trying to understand, give their your time, which was precious to that particular person. So that is what marketing is all about. I mean, it's more like an emotional connect rather than a technology aspect. So which is there, it's emotional, it's cognitive, it's an action. If you combine all three, your message which you are creating to deliver personalization becomes more and more empathetic. um, the next I would like to come elaborate it little more. The connection, what you want to make it more meaningful connection, that is what personalization is, integrity. That's part of this session. It helps you to build a long lasting relationship. It shows you in front of the customer that you are more authentic. And data meets with empathy, a journey of respectful personalization. So you are not just reaching out and bombarding a customer with messages, but you are feeling, trying to evaluate, trying to assess the situations which could be there, designing your email template in the same color. Maybe if you are trying to target women audience, you are trying to create messages which are more preferred by women in the market, and maybe the design, the pattern, which are more meaningful for making connection and connecting with the women, rather than if you're reaching out with a sports enthusiast and you're trying to offer them. So somebody is visiting the website and maybe say a female sport athlete, so they are getting a recommendation very specific to the shoe they would like to buy, or maybe whatever, like maybe the sports they are playing, maybe say badminton, so something like that, those kind of product and accessories which are part of it in the respective color and background what you are doing. So this is all possible using the marketing cloud personalization. Again, it offers you long lasting relationship based on trust and authenticity, because the customer also feels that you know them. And you are not behind them just for business, but you are looking for a long lasting relationship, and that is what brings them back again and again to your customer. And again, when you empathize with them, you become more respectful, you become more personalized. It helps in long run. So again, what we learned so far, uh, what the terminology marketing, sympathy versus empathy, the type of compliances which are part of it, and then a engagement journey so far. Um, what is more important when we try to craft personalized experience for users should not only be increasing engagement or driving sales, but also about building trust and showing empathy. So beyond metrics, building trust and showing empathy is something which we need to focus. We always need to remain connected when we are working as a marketer, when we are working as a engineer for designing an email campaign or a mobile campaign. We need to think of those metrics and make a recommendation. That is what the value we offer to our client, because they will say that, hey, can you design an email campaign XYZ, blue, green, red with this image, this. But you need to think through, If you ask a question, sir, maybe these are the things which are there. Is it for a particular set of audience? I have also my certain ideas. Can I engage with you? Can I connect with you? So they will start seeing you more like a consultant rather than somebody who is just doing a job which is offered for you. And that is what the purpose of this whole session what we are doing right here. um, I think I'm done at the moment. Bang on 45 minutes. That's what we planned so far. I'm giving you my LinkedIn connect and kind of blogs what I have written so far. I would appreciate in case you give a feedback just after this session, whatever is there. And in case you want to see a demo, please mention so that I can go ahead and demonstrate you a marketing cloud. In that demo, in case you can give me situations that what exactly will make more sense for you, I will be able to help you with a personalized message. So that's it from my side today. Thank you. In case anyone wants to say anything, please feel free.
Thanks, Abhishek bro, for the informative session.
All right, John. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks,
Thanks for
everyone.
joining.